Not this Monday, last Monday. Every Monday at school we have our big meetings in the afternoon. So with that, we get the pastors and that come to before we do the meeting, they give the word. So we speak about the Bible, we think about a half an hour before our meeting starts. So they were telling us about the story of a man that he lost his job and he was standing in the street because he's got children and a wife and everything. So he was standing in the street, he was begging for money and had to look after his family and that. And then a little while later, he lost his son. His son was a year old and the son passed away. So this man was actually in the street begging for money to try and bury his son. So for some, this story really just touched my heart. It got me going. So I asked them, I said to him, Uncle Sammy, have they sorted the funeral out? Has the son been buried? Because I thought, well, it's almost payday, maybe we as a staff we can put money together or something. So I said, no, the church helped him, everything has been sorted, but the man's still on the street because they don't have a job or anything for him. His wife also can't get a job. So this has been, it's really been worrying me about this family. I don't know. I think the Holy Spirit was speaking to me or something. So when we got money, the first thing I went to go do was I bought some food, not a lot of stuff, but I bought some groceries and stuff and some mini meal and rice and things like that. And I took it to work with me and I gave it to Mrs. van den Uwe. And I said to Uncle Senny was telling us about this family, please, won't you just give the small parcel, at least it's something that can help them. So she thanked me and she said, no, God bless you and everything. So they phoned this man to tell this man that there's food in that. So this man came walking straight from where, I'm not sure what the township is called, it's near Albertson, I can't remember what it's called. But he came walking there to come and fetch it, and you could see this man was really down and out. My heart really went out for him. And he came to my classroom and they called me up to come and thank me and everything. But you could swear I gave this man a piece of gold. But in any case, well, once he left and everything, we carried on. So since then, things at my work was like getting a little bit rough. So there's this lady, Renee, I worked with her at Halfway Primary, so I've known her for over 9 years already. So when Brandon stole all our stuff and everything out of our house and that, I don't know if you can remember, I testified that a friend gave me a TV. So it was this lady, Renee, she gave us a TV, she even brought some knives and forks and stuff for us to use because he took our house out. So she's really been, I don't know what it is. I said to my sister, I don't know if it's jealousy or what's the problem, but she's really been on my case about everything. So she's been, last week was this week was the worst. Since we started the Bible reading and stuff, I can't tell you, I had the worst week ever since I've been at school. I actually walked in the other day and I felt like a dark cloud. And I said, I'm not going to allow this to happen. So she's been looking for little things all the time, and we've been hitting heads. We've been fighting, but she gets very nasty. So on Wednesday, she came into my classroom. So she said to me, what are you doing? So I said, I'm busy doing my financial file, because our financial files have to be handed in by 10 o'clock. So I said to her, I'm doing my financial file. No, you're not allowed to sit and do your financial file. You must find another time to do that. So I said to her, but this is my time, Mrs. Bagley. The kids and everything, they're on their free. When else must I do it? So it already started a little bit of a complication. So on Thursday, the principal came to me and she said to me, I need to go for police clearance because they need to register me and everything. So she said to me, I must come to work late on Friday and go and get my police clearance. So I said to her, I can't do that. So she said to me, have you got the 114 rand? So I said to her, no, I've got it, don't worry. So we were walking, so she went, because like Mrs. Bagley, Renee, she's sort of over the grade R's. So she went and she said to her that I was going to be late. So she said to the principal, okay, no, it's fine, she understands and whatever else. So we went outside and she came to me and she started screaming at me. How can you go during school time? I'm not happy about this. And so I said, so why didn't you tell Natalie? If you've got a problem, why are you shouting at me? So she told me I'm very rude and I'm this and I'm that, so I walked away from her because we were with the children and everything, and I stood on the other side of the playground. So she came to me and she went right up to me and she was going and she was screaming at me and everything. Then she said to me, she doesn't understand how the school could employ me because I can't even afford a laptop. I just looked at her and I said, what? She said, if you're working in a school, you have to have your own laptop. And so I said, no, that wasn't part and parcel of the in the contract or whatever. But it hurt me because now she's like looking down at me because I don't have what she's got. So it hurt my heart. So in any case, she was carrying on about me leaving work and everything else and coming in late. So I walked away and I thought, you know what, I don't know, I wasn't in a very good space on Thursday. A lot of things have built up. And I walked away and I said, that's it. I'm not doing this job, I'm leaving now. I can't handle this woman. And as I was walking, I was thinking of the verse that the prophet gave us to read where the God said that he'll fight our enemies. And I was walking and I was so cross and I thought to myself, God, just come and fight my enemies. And I just turned back and I thought, calm down. So then I took my kids and we went to the classroom and everything else. And she came back in and then she went to the HID and she said to her, no, I'm not doing my job properly and they need to relook at going to speak to management and relook at my contract now and this and that and the other. So the vice principal in my HID called me in. So she asked me, what happened? Because Renee was saying that there's a routine and you're not following. So I said to her, I was doing my financial file. And I will be honest, I was on this stage I was really burnt out and I was a bit rude. And I said, what must I do? Must I take the money in my financial files home and give it in the next day? Because you wanted at 10 o'clock, I don't have time. She came in and I told her the whole story. Then I told her about the laptop stories and everything and all the other little bits that were carrying on. So they said to me, but that's not right because she's bullying me. So they called her in. So she came back afterwards when she shouted, I'm talking behind her back and she's not a bully and this and that, but she got ugly. She was really nasty. So I went to my principal and I said to her, Miss Lowe, thank you for the opportunity. I said to her, but I'm done. I said, before you put the money down for college and everything else, I'm not coming back tomorrow. I can't deal with this. And I thank God because she sat me down and she said to me, you must remember one thing. She said, God handpicked you to be in the school. And then I remembered what Prophet was praying and everything.
I have grace.
Amen.
I have grace.
Amen.
I know that I have grace.
Amen.
Grace to do whatever pleases you.
Amen.
Whatever desire you have, I have the grace. By Christ Jesus, I have the grace.
Amen.
It's not by my power, and this is the knowledge I have known.
Amen.
And I have put them to practice. So I delight in doing them.
Oh, yes.
Because the Bible said the prosperity of the righteous is the delight of God.
Amen. Amen.
So I'm asking you, what we can rub it, we can maneuver it, we can shake it, and we can make it work.
Oh yes. Say to your neighbor, say, oh yes.
Oh, yes.
If you want promotion now, we do it. If you want increase, we do it. If you want, am I going too far? Out of the abundance of the heart, we must.
Amen.
Whatever you want, let it be.
Amen.
In the name of Jesus.
Amen.
Then I sort of calmed myself down. So she said to me, go tomorrow, get your police clearance, don't worry about Renee, and then you come back and everything. So I did that. So I got back to school on the Friday morning. So I went to her and I gave her the proof that I was at the police station and everything. Oh, we went into the classroom, we were doing our work and whatever we had to do. So another teacher came and she called me. She said to me, I need to go to the office. And I thought, oh God, what now? What more? So when I got into the office, Mrs. Van den Uven was sitting there and everything. And I just looked at this and I thought, now what? Because the office was full. And I just thought, you know what? Whatever must happen today must happen. Because I'm not, I can't fight anymore. I've had enough of this nonsense in my life, really. So what must be, it must happen. So they said to me I must sit down and everything. So they spoke to me about how good my work is and how proud they are of me and how much potential I've got. And I thank you, Lord. You know, at least somebody can see it. There, the next thing, the lady stood up and she said to me that they heard what Mrs. Bagley said to me and it really touched their heart and everything. So they gave me a laptop.
Wow!
The school even took the laptop now and they given it to their computer gentleman because the laptop, the Windows 7 is expiring at the end of this year. So he's taken the laptop now to even go and upgrade it and everything so that I can use it for the future.
I want us to learn from here. You must know one thing. The way you respond to your accuser can be very damaging to you. Because your accuser is looking to damage you.
Yes.
So this is why our response to people who accuses us must be looked through the eyes of God. Don't send fire to fire. There is a way we send our fire.
Yes.
You know. Yeah, as she's there, we can say we remove her from, in fact, that school to another school.
Amen.
We can. But she was good to you.
Yes.
Very.
Now, what has happened to her? The enemy has entered here to bring the situation of your past to you in this same school. I don't know if you understand what I mean. So that when you respond in this way you used to respond, you now yourself bring that situation of those things you are facing in other schools to this school. Then you make it uncomfortable. So handle it with care. Pray for her.
Amen.
It's why we need to anoint yourself.
Amen.
In fact, somebody like that, put anointing oil in their inner seat.
Amen.
Let her sit on, because she needs deliverance.
Amen.
She's a good woman.
Amen.
I've not seen her. She's a good woman.
Hallelujah.
But something has entered her to stop you. You are the target, it's not her.
Sorry, Prophet, I'm relating to what Prophet said because everything you said is true. She's got a heart of gold, she really does. You see, the problem is, Prophet, like I said to Francis, I said, my sister, I said to her, I think there's a bit of a jealousy thing because...
Okay, what brings jealousy? Who is the jealous spirit? Is it not Satan?
Yes.
Who is the anger spirit? Is it not Satan?
Satan.
I mean, that's it. So it explains what has entered her. Right now, she's afflicted. That's what I'm saying. So you need to also handle her with care so that you don't damage her more. You pray for her. Not like lay hands. Don't lay hands on her, but pray for her. If you have got, anoint the classroom, anoint the seat. Just to help her, because you also need to help her. They say pray for one another. So she's under attack, and the attack is pointing to you. You are the final product of the attack. Because now, if you had walked away, would you have gotten the laptop? All the promises you have in this school would have
Disappeared.
God. So handle it with wisdom of God. I pray for you. Wherever the enemies are lying in your life, whoever they want to use to stop you from being blessed according to the will of God, let my God disgrace them.
Amen.
I said to you, wherever they have gathered against you, let my God scatter them.
Amen.
In the name of Jesus.
Amen.
Those who have ears, let them hear. Those who do not have ears, let my God scatter them.
Amen.
Those who need deliverance that the enemy has sent to stop you. And that is how they wanted to use Peter to stop Jesus. Father, your children. Let them be delivered in the name of Jesus. Judas Iscariot was also an anointed apostle. The enemy also used him to attack Jesus. Whoever wants to attack your finances, your blessing, may my God destroy them. In the name of Jesus. I stand to declare this month is a month of financial breakthrough. I don't know if you are hearing me. I said this is a month of financial breakthrough. It's a month of favor. It's a month of increase. In the name of Jesus. I cover you with the blood of Jesus. God bless you.
So, I just want to say, you know what, sometimes when we've got the money and stuff, we're always worried about ourselves.
Yes.
And our family. What's my family going to eat? I'm just as guilty. There's sometimes I think I can't do something because how am I going to see to my family? But you know what, to me, I fed another family and God blessed me with a laptop. So I think we need to just, all of us should practice just to help somebody out there. Don't look down at people.
Amen.
Let your living waters flow over my soul.